Right, welcome back guys. So this is going to be a full workout video. So I'm going to bring you through my deadlift session. So to start off with, we do actually have front squats. I'm building up to an RP9 single for a front squat, so this is going to be nice and fun. To be quite honest with you, if I can hit anywhere in 130 plus, yeah, I'll be happy, to be quite honest with you. I'm always shit at front squats. I fucking hate front squats, but they are very, very important in terms of building up really, really good, strong upper back, especially in the rack position for like log. Mainly log, because I'm using straps as well on top of the barbell to mimic holding a log, so it does have a really good carryover onto log, and also gets your quads a little bit stronger as well. I also find the front squat also helps with stones as well. But we've got front squats, then we've got some deadlifts, but we're going to be doing some raised deadlifts a little bit higher, because basically my deadlift is pretty weak in certain areas, especially like the raised sort of area. So we are doing raised deadlifts, and then after raised deadlifts, let me just double check. We've got some Pendlay rows, nice and easy, to be quite honest, on them after quite a heavy front squat and deadlift exercises. And then after the Pendlay row, we're then going to go into some isolation exercises. So we've got single arm dumbbell row, and then we've got some cable rows as well, some wide grip cable rows, and then that'll end the session. So quite nice and easy, sort of like deadlift and back session, but looking forward to it. Like I say, the front squat is probably the main exercise of this session, even though it's a deadlift session. I'm looking forward to it, so let's go into the gym. And to be fair, actually, I've forgotten my water bottle at Pure Gym, so because I've just come straight from there, so that's a really, really good start. So I'm gonna have to buy a bottle of water. So perfect. Yes, let's go. Okay, so we are starting to build to a top single on front squats. So nice easy warm up at 50 kilos, few reps, just getting the joints moving and everything, and then after that we're going to 70 kilo front squat again, nice and easy warm up. What I am doing is I'm using straps, like big axle sort of straps, basically axle bar deadlift straps, to help mimic the log in the rack position, just build up the upper back strength, which will carry over into the log really, really well. And then we're going into a 100 kilo front squat, another warm up. Like I said, building up to a top single RP9 on this workout. Aim is to have the RP9 moving really, really good. After that, we will be moving on to 120 kilo front squat. My current PB last time I did a heavy front squat was 140 kilo, so excited to see what we can actually hit today. 130 is coming up next. I was having an absolute nightmare trying to get the straps right on this one, as well as trying to keep my focus on hitting the rep perfect. Just absolutely having a nightmare. Must have tried it about 3 or 4 times, and then I finally got it into a place where it felt secure. And then we're going to hit 130. To be fair, this moved really, really well, and this gave me a little bit of confidence, to be quite honest, for what I went afterwards, which was the 140 front squat, which we'll see in a second. As you'll see, this 130 just moved quite well as we come up. Good speed on the way up. It's just more the bottom part of more than anything else on these front squats for me that is like the biggest sticking point, as well as my back. My upper back likes to basically start rounding, and that's where you're probably most likely going to fail on a front squat. So it's is a good indicator that if you can do a good front squat, a big front squat, you've probably got a very strong back. So this is the 140 attempt. Like I say, I'm really, really happy with how this moved. So as you can see, we're coming straight up, moved really well. Came up, probably had more in the tank, to be quite honest with you, but I am really, really happy with how it moved, and it gives us a little, to say that it's matched my old PB, it gives us somewhere to work off of, basically. After that, we're going into some back off sets, nice and light, 110 kilo on these. To be fair, my legs were absolutely cooked by the end of this, these back off sets. So yeah, I'm glad I got through the front squats. Quite happy with the weights that I hit as well. So after front squats, we then moved into some deadlifts. We're doing the raised deadlift variation. This is probably the most disgusting raised deadlift you could ever think of. The weight plates, I had an absolute nightmare with these the whole entire time I used them. I've been having nightmares with them, and to be fair, I've just persisted with them. But basically, we're doing working sets 5x5, so 5 sets, 5 reps, 165 kilo. Basically, I've got a very weak glutes in the hinge position more than anything else, which is the reason why we're doing the raised deadlifts in this hinge position, as it isolates the glutes a little bit more and requires them to work a lot more. With these deadlifts, every single time I've done these raised deadlifts, they've got better and better as the sets have gone on and on. Basically, the last set feels the best, which is great, but obviously that means the first 4 sets that I'm doing beforehand, prior to it, it feels absolutely disgusting. Like, honestly, it feels like the weight just never wants to move off the blocks. I can't stress to you enough how much I think this is the worst variation of deadlift going. This one is the last set, so as you can see, this moves, in my opinion, this moves and felt a lot better than all the other sets. This is the 5th set. Nice, easy 5 reps for me, to be quite honest with you. Headphones were clinging on for dear life around my ears as well. And then the pain that also comes with the raised deadlifts, especially using weight plates like I was, is unloading it all. Like, to put it all away, it just takes so much time and effort. Like, literally the other week, they rolled off at the end of the set and it rolled across the rack. Literally, it rolled that much. And so the barbell was literally like sideways as to what it is at this moment in time. It's just it's just ridiculous, to be quite honest with you. So to be fair, I'm nearly finishing up with this variation of deadlift and going into deficit deadlift. So I'm really happy the fact that I'm moving into deficit deadlifts. I'm moving away from this. We've spent 4 or 5 weeks on this now, so I'm going to be happy once this variation of deadlift I never have to touch again, basically. So after I managed to finally get all these weight plates put back away, we then move into some accessory sort of work to end the session with. To be fair, because I don't have too long with how busy I am with work and stuff like that, it means that the sessions aren't too long and there's not much to them at this moment in time. But pendlay rows, just 80 kilos. I'm trying to keep it as strict as I possibly can as well for these sets. This set here is a bit of a deload set from the previous week, so I built up to a top set of 8 reps with that weight. So that's deadlift day done. So just to quickly recap on everything, we did a 140 front squat RP9. To be honest, I'm absolutely fucking buzzing about that, to be quite honest with you. I would have loved to get a little bit more, like 150, but back when I was properly training strongman, I was doing a lot more front squats. This is the first time I've done front squats since getting back into strongman training. Basically, like 140 was my PB on front squats. So to match that so quickly, I'm absolutely buzzing, because that means God knows where I could end up after about a year of training again. So absolutely buzzing with that. Deadlifts, I hate raised deadlifts. Anybody that does deadlifts probably knows raised deadlifts just feel like shit, to be quite honest with you. So 165, nothing too heavy. 5x5 on these. They felt a lot better as I was going through. The sets. I also, as you can probably saw in the videos, I also changed how I was standing, so I ended up facing the other way, which made it feel a little bit better as well. Because what I found is, after the first 3 sets, the weight, basically as I was coming back down onto the weight plates, the barbell was rolling forward, which was then making it a little bit more difficult. So I changed around so that it didn't have anywhere to really roll, because it was in between basically the end of the bumper plate and the middle of the bumper plate, and it sat perfectly when I came up and down, so it didn't roll as much, which probably helped make it feel a little bit better. And also my nervous system was probably a lot more ramped up for the deadlift movement as well, which helped. Didn't able to film the single arm dumbbell rows, which I hit 42 kilograms on for 10 reps, and then the wide grip cable row as well, 12 reps on there. To be honest, I hate basically having to film, like especially in a busy area. I don't mind filming like with a tripod and stuff like that if it's not too busy, but when it's really busy, like even when I was filming like my deadlifts and my front squats, that gym's never busy. But for some reason, just for some reason, while I was filming this video, this workout, I seem to have like literally people in front of me, at the side of me, so basically having to change angles every 2 seconds. And then when it got to the rows, the dumbbell rows and the cable rows, basically there was nowhere for me to put the camera that wouldn't have somebody's face in it or something basically like that. So I was just like, oh, screw this, I'll just tell you about it. You don't need to see some rows, everybody knows what rows look like. You've come here to see front squat and the deadlift. The pendulum rows as well, completely forgot about them. They felt good. Like I said, they were quite light after doing like a heavy squat and stuff, so they were nice, light and breezy, the fluffy sort of stuff towards the back end of the workout that I call it. So really, really happy with the front squat. I'm just about to eat my post-workout now, so I might as well take you through it. So we've got 200 grams of pineapple, we've got a protein shake with some almond milk, which will go into 100 grams of Cocoa Pops. I was having just 50 grams of Cocoa Pops, but basically we've upped my carbs, so double the amount of Cocoa Pops it is, which is better for me, to be quite honest, on my training days, so I'm happy with that. And then I've dropped my potatoes on for my tea, so I'm about to scran a load of food, put my feet up for 20 minutes, and then probably go to bed. So yeah, next video that I'm going to do by myself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full day of eating on the training day. So you already know my post-workout, but I'm going to do a full day of eating because I'm on just over 3,500 calories on the training day, so plenty of food to go around. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. It'll be coming very, very soon.